Hello friends, this is Pooja. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to dine in at a very special place, and about that a very special cuisine. Yes, it is one of my favorite and most of the Chennaiites favorite, the Rajasthani cuisine. And here you have an opportunity to taste the array of sweets and delicacy from the colorful state of India, Rajasthan. So don't miss this opportunity and do book your tables at the Holiday Inn Hotel Chennai OMR, and it is from the 20th to 30th of Jan. So book in your tables from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So the decor is as colorful as the state. Let's get in. Hello. Thank you. This is a buffet dinner, guys. Let me take you through the menu. They have both vegetarian and non-vegetarian options. This was a very cute depiction of the state, and it was so lovely to see the dishes served in earthen pots. If you are a sweets lover, then you are certain to put on some extra kilos or extra calories from here, because they have amazing options. Of course, I couldn't try all of them. Just opposite to that, they have their chaat corner. Oh God, I'm literally drooling, trust me. So they have the pani puris, the bhel puri, papdi chaat. भैया और क्या क्या सर्व कर रहे हो? ये क्या है? मिर्ची वड़ा? Okay. And what else?
समोसा है.
Where is the kachori?
Over here, ma'am.
Oh, okay, the mini ones. Oh, nice. They look like bhajiyas. Okay, and then samosas. Wow. They have another counter for dal bati churma. This is the famous dish of Rajasthan, the jaan of Rajasthani cuisine, I can say. So this is served as the welcome drink, which is lemonade, or we call it as the shikanji or nimbu pani. It's served in an earthen glass, and let me tell you how does it taste. So this shikanji is also giving me a sort of jaljeera kind of taste. I think they've added a little jaljeera to it, and it's yummy. It's really yummy and so refreshing, especially this earthen glass. So here I have the samosa chaat, the mirchi vada, the famous mirchi vada of Rajasthan, and this is the papdi chaat. So I'm mixing the mint and the sweet tamarind chutney. I'm going to have it along. It has aloo and green pea stuffing. Usually it's only aloo stuffing, but this has both aloo and green pea stuffing. Not too spicy, because the chilies used are not the basic green chilies. The chili used especially for the mirchi vadas, which are not spicy. It's nice, it's very nice. So these are some of the vegetarian options of side dishes, and I'll tell you what it is. This is the famous Kher Sangri from Rajasthan, which are basically, these are berries, desert berries, and these are desert beans, which are dehydrated and then rehydrated in either yogurt or masala gravy. And this is the Kher Achar, which is the berry pickle. And this is the famous gatte ki sabzi, which is made out of gram flour and a yogurt based curry. And this is the dahi wale aloo. Yes, a lot of yogurt recipes. You will find a lot of yogurt based curries in the Rajasthani dishes, whether it is kadhi or whether it is gatta or even in the aloo, sometimes even in the bhindi they add yogurt, because that is a form of protein and to keep themselves hydrated. And the oil, the chili oil that you see, that's a true Rajasthani gravy. That's how every Rajasthani gravy looks like. And here I have the mixed veg kachra. Kachra is nothing but it is a wild cucumber, and it is used in a lot of Rajasthani dishes, not just vegetarian but also in the non-veg dishes, because kachra, that is the wild cucumber, it gives a lot of tenderness to the meat which is used in the Rajasthani cuisine as well as in the vegetarian dishes. So this is again a very authentic dish of Rajasthan. And this is basically palak. So this is palak saag with mungodi. So mungodi is another dish that is made out of lentils. A lot of lentils is used in Rajasthani dishes because that was the only source of protein they had. So mungdi or mungodi is used, which is basically a paste made out of lentils, which with some spices and sun dried and used in many Rajasthani curries. And of course the green chilies, without which the cuisine is just incomplete. So when you talk about Rajasthani cuisine, the first dish that comes to everyone's mind is dal bati and churma. And this dish has something in it to have created that hype all over the globe. And this is how it looks. This is the bati, which is made out of whole wheat flour, and a bit of semolina is added, that is rava suji is added to give it that grainy texture. And this is churma, which is nothing but made out of whole wheat flour. A big rotlo or a big roti is made and then grinded. Some also make it with the bati. They grind the bati and add jaggery or sugar. A generous lashing of desi ghee is all you need to make your bati the most delicious. So this is the masala bati, by the way. So this is how it is made. It has a masala filling. This has aloo. But usually there is also a plain bati. Plain bati is nothing but the same form, and there wouldn't be any filling inside. And this has the aloo filling, the potato filling, potato masala filling, which is called the masala bati. And once you break through the bati, as I said, a generous lashing of ghee is all that required to make your dal bati delicious. Authentically, they dip it in the ghee. They usually, if let's say this is the bite that I have, they dip it in the ghee and then they take it out and have it with the dal. But of course, I'm not going to do that. I must say that this churma is just amazing. It has a lot of flavor. It has the perfect sweet. I don't have a sweet tooth, and there are very selective sweets that I prefer to eat. This is one of them, and it has the perfect sweet, and it is not just like how we make at home. It has a lot of nuts. It has badam, pista, that is the almonds and pistachios. It has a very strong flavor of saffron. I can also taste and smell some rose petals in it. I think the dried rose petals are added into it. It smells amazing, and of course I can smell the desi ghee. So it's basically it is a crumble form of the roti or the bati. I mean, different regions make it the different way. We make it with a big rotla or a big roti. It tastes delicious. The bati ghee with the dal was such a satisfying bite, trust me. And this is the most comforting food in chilled weathers. I mean, I completely enjoyed this meal. So the sweet dishes that are must try here is the moong dal halwa, of course. And this is a famous Rajasthani dessert. Moong dal halwa is a part of every celebration in our custom in Rajasthan. And other than the moong dal halwa, let me tell you. Other than the moong dal halwa, the dish that I love the most is ghevar. Ghevar is also a famous Rajasthani dessert, but it is not used throughout, it is not made throughout the year or used in every occasion. There are certain occasions like Tej or Sakrant, which is during Pongal. So only on those occasions ghevar is used the most, but it is one of the delicious delicacies. And it is nothing but basically an emulsion of ghee, flour and ice chilled water, deep fried in ghee and then soaked in sugar syrup with rabdi on top, and it is yum. So I'm done with my dinner here at the Rangilo Rajasthan in Holiday Inn, and I'm overstuffed. I think it's because of the dessert. Until the main course I was, I was fine, but after the dessert, because they were so delicious that I just couldn't resist, and moong dal halwa being one of my favorite. And the best part about the dessert that I liked the most was it was all perfectly sweet. Otherwise, as I said earlier, I don't have a sweet tooth, so anything that is sweet I can't overstuff myself unless the sweetness is just accurate enough to suit my taste buds. And so do come. I would definitely recommend all of you to come here and taste the flavors of Rajasthan. I'm sure you'll love it as much as I did and enjoy. And thank you so much for watching this video, and if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and do like, share and subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram for all the latest updates. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.